So the current event, I'm just going to do a quick review because the first week unit is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I don't think I'll do a full review on it because it's a DPS unit, it's good. I think it's the best dual DPS unit we have right now, but it's far inferior to Shao tier, and it's a little clunky to use. You have to use its S1 and then combo that into other skills and use it again every so often to keep the buff up, or else you do significantly lower damage. And the unit just isn't particularly amazing. It's average. Like, not bad, just so-so. And it's another dark DPS, which we have a lot of. We have a lot of light DPS as well, so, the difference is Shao tier was amazing, so it didn't matter that Shao tier was a common DPS type. She earned her place on the team. But one thing that is worth talking about this week is the insight upgrades. I haven't got them on any of the new characters yet. I'm working on getting Stahn to 120 to get his. Of the three, he is by far the strongest. He hits 250k caps while the enemy is broken, and if you can, depending on your sports, you can get him up to like 280, maybe 300,000 damage, and he has really good hit counts. So, like, well, you can't really see because Luke is hitting, but it's like 38 or so. Maybe it's not 38. Maybe I was thinking of Luke. Still 25 with 250k hit cap is very good. And he also does really good break damage. And with his insights, he becomes very bulky on top of all that. So like, he's going to be a great unit for an old unit that's getting a second life. Other than that, we'll have to see what the next week is. I have a little bit of currency stashed away, so I might toss it on next week's banner. If it's one thing, she might be like PvP focused. Every time she revives, she gets her HP times 2 as a barrier. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a barrier. I haven't seen it in action, but based on past experience, I would say it's going to be a barrier. And, that's not bad. You could probably get her strength pretty high, so like 10, 20k barrier in PvP could be very good. But yeah, I'm just not seeing anything that I really want her for. The other two units as well, Luke is okay, but nothing in his transcendence and his insight both just gave him basically nothing for his on hits. So the whole going normal attacks on him and then getting 20 extra pursuits thing doesn't get any better. You get 30k more cap, which is a lot for him, but it's still not enough to really make that shine. Like, it's better. It's probably not going to compete with anything modern. His paids that are now free, if you want to get them, neither one of them seems to do all that much to fix that. And Yuri, I feel like Yuri got weaker, actually. Yuri's in this weird spot that it might just be because his little trial area, his test area, he might not be getting his full buff. I can't remember if it stacks at 4 or if it goes higher. I'm only getting 4 on the tests, and then with 4 he does 6 million damage, and that feels really low. it might just be that like that goes up to 10 or something like that, so I'm doing like less than half damage. But for all the special boosts he got, I remember him dealing significantly more damage. Like I remember like 10 to 20 million without all of his current buffs. But it might just be bad memory. I might be remembering. I do think I might be mixing up Freya. Freya could get like 20 million damage out of her special. So that might be what's going on. He is an old unit, so that is a lot of damage for that far back. But if either way, 6 million is kind of nothing at this point. Stahn does 6 million damage, and he doesn't have to stack up anything. He just uses a special, and he does 6 million damage. He might have to have the breakup, but either way, like having to deal with his overcharge thing, and then only getting 6 million out of it, it's not worth it. He does just decent damage in general if you're using his skills. It seems like both Luke and Yuri just kind of got turned into skill DPS, which is fine. Like they both are a little bit worse than the newest unit. The new dual wielder, they are like I think 30 to 35,000 caps lower than them. So I mean, they're not bad. They do the job. They're better than any of the other dual wielders in recent release for their elements. So, yeah. But Stahn is the only one I would recommend investing in resources. I might consider investing into Luke just because I like his character and I've already 6-starred him, even though he's not leveled or anything. But there's a lot of old units that I'd like to invest into as well, so I may not even do that. The fact that he didn't really get much of anything to improve his normal attack pursuit build is meh. But I'll make another video next week, and I might not make a video if the new unit is equally meh, but I expect it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot like Levi was on the second week of Attack on Titan. The first week we got the Mikasa Tsukasa shift, and it was, I mean, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of like whatever. It was better than older units, not really top tier. And then we got Levi, and he was just god tier until he got dethroned. But I mean, like, he could do insane damage. So I expect next week we're going to get something busted. But for now, later.